got 6 minutes, high intensity effort. Right, the 10 rounds on the bag that he'd done aren't hard enough.
We are back.
We are back. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a time since me and you actually sat down in the new studio and had a conversation.
Yeah, I feel like we're passing workmates at the minute, don't we? So it's nice to touch base, mate, and see. Honestly, to everyone else who's going to be listening now, this is probably the first time we've had a proper conversation where we've not been split in two. So we've both, if anyone doesn't know, right now, me and Callum are basically working two completely separate jobs somehow. So we're both filling the space in as business partners. Carry on with that one, yeah. So we kind of fill in the gaps with the other one, aren't we? So when I might be taking the gym, Callum's putting the work in on the online stuff, and it's a good dynamic. Like, I love it, and I feel like we're both doing the right things and both playing his right role. But miss you, mate.
I know, missed you, man. Yeah. And can we all just talk about the most important topic here today? He's rocking the tash.
Yes.
He's gone for the tash.
Someone said look Australian. I said I'll take that, mate.
It's a really bold move, isn't it? Because you're either going to look fucking cool, which you go,
yeah,
or you're going to look like a nonce.
Yeah.
There's no in between. You jump from you look like a fucking biker, cool guy, or a nonce, and you've scored it, mate.
Yeah,
we're a 50-50.
I've tried it a couple of times, and Mrs. don't like it, so I've had to keep doing tester ones, Hitler tash.
I think because you kept the stubble.
Yeah,
I think people are brave.
If I'd have gone full blown,
full
that
Freddie Mercury
is a bit nonsense.
That'll work as well. So, how's life at the minute then? Because professional boxer, 1-0 at the minute, training for your 2-0.
Yeah, but
how's life changed for you? Because this is a really important topic, because you're a professional boxer with a new career pursuit, as well as running your business.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to touch base on. So people probably think I've been quite quiet. So the weird thing it's always been the same with boxing, any fight really, but more so now in professional. It's a lot more serious. There's a lot more at stake. There's a bit more money involved. It's a lot more worth pursuing and putting your time into. The only one issue is, it's so demanding. So you're just absolutely exhausted by the end of the day. So one thing I really need to do is push my own social media to get any chance to know. Everything now is through social media. Everything's a bit publicised. People see a recognised face. That's how you get on these big shows. It's just the way the world is, unfortunately. It's not always particularly how skillful you are. It's how well you promote yourself. So it's something I do need to do, but I'm just... almost feels like I've started again, going into professional. So I've got my head down. It has affected all my work, such as this podcast, all the online stuff. Like I said, you've picked up for me and took on. I couldn't be happier and more pleased to have you to do that. Otherwise, the ship would sink, mate. It really would. So I do appreciate it massively. In the gym, same. We've advertising classes and stuff. The gym's never been as busy, but we've got some other new classes that need nudging along. Some people might not see when they are, and you just fall a bit short of promotion sometimes like that. And it's purely there's no intention behind it. It's not because I love anything less. It's purely because you've got this massive thing on your mind all the time, and on top of that, the tickets. I've got my own clients. I always want to try and fit in time for this. My granddad's not doing very well at the minute, so I'm going to take time for him. My kids, it's been summer holidays, so it's all been it's been chaotic, but I've sort of trying to manage chaos as much as I can.
It's hard with any pursuit like this, because I think people see the Crystal Palace side of on the outside. So when you see these big professional boxers on the big shows, everything, they've got dietitians, they've got media, they've got a whole team of people backing them. So all they have to do is train and fight.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking that away, saying that's the easy bit.
No, absolutely.
But in your position, you've got to promote yourself. You got to do your job in the background. You got to earn money.
Yeah.
And like anybody who takes a pursuit, and this is like a big topic, a business, a sport, you can't just stop everything. Like the world isn't made for you to go, right, I need to focus on this, so I'm going to quit my job, mortgage will be fine, everyone's going to be all right. You've got to do it alongside it and figure it out.
Yeah.
And obviously I've seen you go through stages of the stress and the dieting as well. Like you're well...
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's why I'm doing video now before I look like I'm dying. So.
Like it's a Make-A-Wish video.
Yeah. That's just like. I swear to God,
I like to fight.
That's probably like that's why I started having a week off before a fight because I just like I'm one of them. I'm thick skinned me. I love a laugh and I'll take piss with everybody. But it sort of gets because you're quite impatient and that on fight week, and then everyone starts ripping into you about how you look. Like, sure you're all right, mate? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I literally need to be at this weight, but it just don't look great.
Yeah.
I'm not the picture of health, but I'm actually the fittest I could physically be. So right now, I'm quite happy. That's it. That's frustrating.
Yeah, it's alright. It's just that camera going.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm supposed to work in tech, I'm still working.
Yeah, still figuring it out. But, So carrying on from that, mate. I'm still trying to figure it all out myself. I'm still trying to juggle things where I can. What prices? Like it will be a bit easier when kids go back to school. I mean, my missus, she covers everything best she can if she's not working as well. Like she holds the fort at home. You're up it. So I feel like everyone's tying into a team. Sometimes just to help me to get to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I've got a good solid team around me. Everything from my coaches, teammates, like I feel like I've got everything I need. But just because I've had such a busy life all my life, massive risk taker in terms of like being self-employed since I was 17. A little bit less risky now because obviously I've got my kids and I've got a house and there's a lot of responsibilities now, so I can't drop everything just to pursue the boxing.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year it comes to a point that with sponsors and better opportunities, I feel like I want to try and live at least 1 year in my life as a full-time professional. But again, it's what I've got to work towards now. But I've got my last fight 9th of October for this year, and then I'm going all do it family, and then it's just going to be a bit close to Christmas. It's been a bit of a whirlwind year, to be honest. Obviously, I think it was the fourth time lucky to get the pro license over the line. So
it was a little bit of a back and forth, but then it just kept changing the.
Yeah, well, I had lockdown first one.
Yeah.
Took business online, went great, easier than getting punched in the face, making plenty of money. But weird thing with boxing or any sport really, if it always comes back to you and it always creeping, and there's always a whisper in your ear that you should have done it, and I never wanted any regrets. So that's why I sort of come back at 30 and broke my leg. And then I had to go back through the amateurs. They said I've 2 fights, so this is the third time I've gone back. So lockdown, broke my leg, went back, said they needed 2 fights, went back again and said I needed 5 fights, and then last time got it over. So every time I was so uncertain whether it were going to go over or not, and it was kind of like I was trying not to big it up too much in my head, and I was like, I was still ready to fight. We're training for a fight at that point, just in case I got rejected, so that I could train. I think my camp was like 20 odd weeks long. So I did like 2 or 3 fight camps in one, and obviously built it up to a big thing like that. A dream of mine since I was younger to be a professional athlete. Just a lot of emotions, more so than like any physical attribute needed or grit or art or anything like that. It's just mentally.
Biggest part of the fight happens outside the ring, though, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That and what I say to all the lads when they actually get that date, like there's so many. You can enjoy your training and you're getting fit, and there's no rush because there's nothing coming. Like there's like impending. It's like impending doom. Although that's why we do it, because we love it. Soon as you're doing your rounds, then you're questioning yourself all the time. Oh well, I am. Although I believe in the fitness, it's just something you do. Especially the same when you're dieting. You'll know yourself when you're dieting. You wake up and you question if you're hungry. You'd never do that normally, but it's because you're on on a diet. So your brain wants what it can't have sometimes, or you're thinking, is this going to be enough? Am I fit enough? Is it to know? So there's loads of stuff like that. Like on a night, the last thing you think about, you're going over 500 times. Like, you just can't help it. You can't help it. Some nights you're really restless. You could wake up to go to the toilet in the middle at night and it's on your brain. You wake up in first thing at morning, it's on your brain. Like right now, like just over 6 weeks out, I'm quite calm and cool. Closer the fight gets, more that'll ramp up in terms of mentality, where it completely consumes me. But still, for me again, having to come in and train everyone boxing all day. So first thing in the morning, I'm here 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Think that helps, being around it all the time?
No.
Or do you think it actually puts you off it a bit?
Yeah, opposite. Yeah. So my full job, and especially when I train here as well, so I work, I don't know, I might do 7 in the morning, 12, an hour or so off, and then I'm back in 2, 3, and then I might train in here at 4 till 6, and then I've got 2 classes to teach. So I'll go from training someone straight into my training, where I've got to flip a switch and get my head onto it, and then I've got to go back to civilian life almost, you know what I mean? That's what it's like for me. Like when I'm training, I'm locked in. It's like I'm going to war, so I'm ready. I'm battling with myself, with everything, giving 150%, and then trying to turn that smiley face again straight after and switch back into that character that people want to see.
It's a personality thing, though, isn't it? Like, I think to do it on a gym floor, I think this has been said 1,000 times, you've got to be what that client needs you to be at that time. If they come in with a shitty attitude, you should counter that with a good attitude. Yeah. You know, and regardless of the day that you've had, I mean, you could be knackered and tired. That first client at 6 a.m, that last client at 9 o'clock at night, they expect the same energy.
Absolutely.
Doesn't always deliver.
No.
But you're trying, and especially in your position, I mean, yeah, I noticed something about myself. Like, with training clients, obviously I'm more into weight training with clients. What I noticed was, if I didn't train before my day starts, my training at the end is impacted, because you're talking about it all day. You get that knowledge fatigue. Like, you know what works, but you get to the end of the day, it's like, all I've been doing is this. I just want to go home, sit in one position.
Right.
And it's just, I think that's what a lot of people disregard, because when people think about wanting to do this as a career, they think, well, I'm in the gym all the time. So, yeah, but then you're in the gym all the time.
Yeah.
It's not an hour a day anymore. Yeah. You're in there 12, 13, 14, and to do your own training. Yeah. Like, it changes the narrative. You turn a pleasure into work.
Yeah, well, that used to be an old argument when Facebook were on the big social media platform, and you could only go on your laptop and stuff like that. They said, right, so you think you're addicted to like social media or whatever, right? So if you'd done a 12-hour shift at work, and the only time you could go on Facebook, well, after your shift at work on the iPad, would you stay or would you go home? You go home, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And it's the same with training. Like, sometimes you want to go home, and like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously with mine, so at this point I've got to train, but if I didn't have a fight coming up, like, no way would I train end of the day. Yeah. Like, it's purely ticking the boxes for me, so, but yeah, no, I completely agree with what you're saying. I don't think it'd be too bad, you know, if, say you're training everyone just if generic or whatever, but you had a strength competition coming up, or powerlifting comp, right? And even though it's all in weights, it's very different training. Whereas same if I train some people on weights or I do some cardio stuff, it doesn't seem as bad for me, because when I'm boxing, I'm teaching it and I'm drilling it still, and although it's got its own benefits, I teach the same footwork drill for 3 or 4 hours in a row, and then once I've had my break, come back, I can't even bear to teach that again. Do you know what I mean? So it gets like that as well. But I think it's because it's purely boxing all the time. Like, again, that's I'm known for that now. That's sort of personality. I'm quite happy to have that as well. It's what makes the gym work, especially at the minute. And yeah, I feel like lost a bit of train of thought there, mate. But
yeah, it's what I love about it is, because we're business partners, but we've got 2 different lives going on at the minute.
Yeah.
So it's nice to catch up in that aspect. And also, when I see the guys coming in, all the new faces coming in, it's a bit of a different vibe now, and that's what I like about it. People are coming in to learn. Yeah. Like, even the new fella this morning walked in, he had an idea in his mind, but he wanted a bit of guidance. Yeah. And we run a semi-private gym, meaning we might not be here all the time. So a lot of people who come in, we have to trust them, but they've also got to trust us. Yeah. You know, it's like inviting a cleaner into your house when you're not in.
Yeah.
Right? Tell them where the key is, they can get in, but you got to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
And I've not run into it yet, but I've not trusted anyone to be here.
No.
And the quality of people that are coming in is fantastic. I mean, since the podcast started, so much has changed to the point where, you've gone into professional, PT Launch Lab is launching off now.
Yeah.
We're getting so much more traction, and that's obviously with the help of the people that we brought on board as well. It's one of those things, like, this is what I'm coming back round to, is how has your personal training business changed since all this has happened? Because I know what's really interesting is you've had a price increase.
Yeah.
I think that's a really interesting topic, because I guess people want to know, what steps did you take to raise your price? How much anxiety did you have? How many people you think were going, he's not going to pay that, she's not going to do it?
Listen, the thing that I've always done, I've always seemed to up price at certain milestones, right? And listen, I've started from £10 an hour is what I was starting at, like back in the day, like I say, when I was 17, it was like 2011 or something like that. £10 a session.
Yeah.
And I've got it all the way up to £40 a session now, and it's always been increases over the years, over the 15, 16 years that I've done it, and it's always been the next milestone. So it's been, if I've been moving gyms, or so the first one that I did, I used to be doing weights, and then I started fighting MMA, and then when people wanted pad sessions, then that's where the increase was. So any pads where it were physically demanding on me were where my price were raised, and then all of a sudden the ones that had dropped off from the weights, all the new ones were then at that price, so it sort of blended in. And then when I moved to another gym, I put it up to 25, I think. And then when they had a different room installed, it went up to like 30, or like that. When I got my own gym, it went to 30, sorry. And then now, turning professional, the wear and tear on me is worth a lot more to me now.
Yeah,
so
of course, yeah.
Every session to me has got to be worth that time. So it's very, very selfish at the minute. It's just how I've got to run it.
Yes.
I've had really not really any complaints. Someone asked me at the weekend, actually, said they'd gone to a gym and someone had offered an hour for 20 quid. And I was doing half an hour for his son at 20 quid. I'm sure he won't mind me talking about it. And he said, so is there any way we can move? And I said, no. I said, honestly, I'm quite happy for you to go down there and get your value for money. Completely understand as well. But I won't budge from that, because every session I do is wear on my body for my own training.
Yeah.
And I'm doing 7 days a week. I've done it for a long time as well. I've got a lot of experience. I think you charge for what you're worth. I think there's a lot dearer prices than me. And I think as a professional athlete, no, I think it's a fair time to put the prices up. So I didn't feel too much anxiety. I've still got people who've trained with me for years and years who have kept sort of a lower price. All the new ones now are 40s. So I think everyone's quite happy where they are. I've got some that are very loyal to me, and they've done it. They have been for years, and like I've got a couple of like block books, about 3 block books. Rest I prefer just as and when they train, and they're the most consistent, loyal clients, and they'll stay at that forever. And that's sort of like a thank you back for them. But I know that comes in, and it's like I almost don't see it myself. But
when people are pricing themselves, so this is a mind exercise that people should do when they price themselves in terms of what they're going to charge for their professional service. So I always go back to personal training, coaching, figure it out like a mechanic would be a diagnostic. Someone brings a vehicle in, someone comes in, and they've got a problem. You've got to break down what exactly is going on. So you need to know what the sleep's like, what they're eating, what the current training is, have they had any injuries, what's not working right now, are they run down, are they doing too many sessions, are they not training enough, are they not eating enough, eating too much, blah, blah, blah. And that's your diagnostic. That might take hours of your time to do in the background. AI is a little bit different now. You might be able to do it in 5 minutes. But the knowledge that you have to put into that to give you that feedback is the same inquiry. Then when you get to that point, because people want results instantly. We live in a world now where everything's at a click of a button. And they try and teach coaching the same. And a lot of transformation coaches out there will do the same. They'll give 4-week markers, 8-week markers, 12-week markers. It's great. But the problem is, you're trying to fix something that's been done over a number of years in a short amount of time. The time they put into the regression is you need to put the same back into the progression.
Absolutely.
They've spent 2 years out, not doing much, not moving, eating shit. Put 2 years on it.
Yeah.
Like, it takes that time to get it.
Mate, it was so weird that you said that, having that conversation with the guy who'll come in this morning. Used to be in the army. Come in, he's had operations, I think, like a gastric band thing. It's the first time he's come back training. My client luckily cancelled at that time, so I went and did a circuit with him, and couldn't quite see. I sort of give him a bit of an all-round circuit, nothing too tough. But he struggled, made him feel a little bit sick. I told him, just like, listen, mate, you've got to take your time. And I couldn't quite make my mind up if he looked disheartened or if it was just because it knocked him a bit sick. And the first thing I was saying is, I used to be fit in this, obviously being in the army. And I said, the best bit of advice I can give you is this being day one.
Yeah.
Right, trying to compare yourself to who you used to be or what you used to do. It's just like the thief of all progression, isn't it? So you're never going to be as fit as that you were then. That might have been 20 years ago in the army. You're never going to probably be that fit again. But just enjoy now. You beat every day you come in. You're trying to beat a new record, or like he did one round of the circuit. Next time I might do 2 rounds, and just enjoy where you are. He said not trained for about 10 years, so today is better than you have done for the last 10 years now. Yeah. I said, so that's my way. I said, take it how you want. I said, but every day you should be like, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
you're better 100% better than I was yesterday, and he signed up on way out. So
yeah, and a lot of people. I mean, he was in the army, so you had a certain expectation of yourself. But it's 10 years, 10 years and nothing. That's a lot,
long time.
So you've got to add that on. Like, it might take me 6 months to get used to this, another 6 months to make real progress, and I think that's what kills people. I think this is where
it's the small goals, like you just said, mate. People want instant goals. But if you've got to enjoy training. Like, I think the best thing you can do is find that addiction of just beating the small numbers. Yeah. Like, whether it's 1 rep extra on weight that you've been doing.
Yeah. And even with GLP-1s now that are coming into the market, they probably help you out quicker, but not fast.
Yeah.
And you've got to put in the work to be able to get the benefits. It's like when people always talk about anabolic steroids. People say, I'm just going to take steroids because it'll get me there quicker. Like, you speak to anybody who actually knows what they're doing with steroids, you've got to put in twice as much effort to get the use out of it. It's like, if you're putting steroids, it's like putting a Formula 1 engine in a Ford Escort, right? You might have the engine for it, but you need to know how to drive it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Right.
And it doesn't matter how good the kit is, if you're not willing to use and put in the time, it's still a car.
I keep getting it. I've had it lots lately, and again, I don't think it's circling because of me fighting. But they're coming day one. How long do you think before I can fight?
Yeah.
And they don't realise how many different things that they've got the past to get to that stage.
Yeah, and it's such a unsecure question, isn't it? Yeah. Because you're not asking.
That's like someone coming in to you straight away and saying, how long till I can go in a bodybuilding competition, or how long can I go into a powerlifting competition? It's like, it's down to how much are you willing to put in.
Yeah.
There's so many different factors involved as well, and especially with boxing as well. Like, you're gonna get punched, so that's the first test. Is what's gonna happen when you're under cosh a bit. So
that's what I mean. Obviously, a couple of my clients work with you, and the first thing they ask me is, like, problem is, give them the confidence boost with the pads, right? Give them a confidence boost, like how you move really well and stuff like that. You try and make sure
then they're ready.
But it's like, how long before I can fight? Like, well, first of all, someone's going to be in your back. Someone's going to be in your face. Someone's going to want to hurt you as much as you want to hurt them. Yep. And you're not going to look glamorous. All these fancy 10-punch combinations that you're throwing, you're never going to throw that in a fight.
No.
You might throw 1, 2, 3. If you get a 4 in, you're a great. Like, it's not, it doesn't look the same. This is a dance. We're doing a dance right now.
And I think, and I had the conversations later. That's the good thing about not doing podcasts often. I've got a lot to say. But
you've not a lot to say.
Crazy, isn't it? So just trying to get it into the lads' heads who are fighting 3 2-minute rounds. It's not what you see on TV.
Nope.
It's a whirlwind. It's 100 mile an hour. It's 6 minutes of pure chaos, and trying to get people fit and ready for that. And they'll tell me they've done 10 rounds on bag, or I've done a 10k run. Like, you've got 6 minutes, high intensity effort. Right, the 10 rounds on the bag that you've done aren't hard enough.
Yeah.
Right. Do 5 as hard as you can. Try it then. Do the 3 as hard as you can. Make the run sprints. That's what energy system we try and use. So they're doing all the right things in their head. That's obviously why I'm here. Like, I can't expect people to not do that. And that's why I'm a coach. That's why I've got a job. And that's why I do what I do. But it's just, you can see how people get misled with watching people on TV. And Mike Tyson used to road run, and Marvin Hagler used to road run. And yeah, but they were doing 15 3-minute rounds.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? You got it in your legs, and it's the lung capacity that they were increasing for the output. You're doing 6 minutes. You're only doing 2 of their rounds.
It makes the job harder as a coach and a boxing coach, personal trainer, because people got access to all this information now, and none of it's wrong. I'll say that now. There is a lot of misleading shit, but all the information that you see on the internet, to some degree, is right. But it's objective.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, if someone comes out and says the carnivore diet, and says this diet worked for me, I dropped 10% body fat,
Yep.
I look amazing, I feel amazing. Someone could do that exact same diet and feel like shit.
Yep.
Doesn't mean it's wrong. It means it's not right for them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Someone sees an exercise that's perfect for the glutes online, and then they go and do it and fuck the back up. Does it mean the exercise is wrong? No. So working with clients is not about picking the best thing that suits everybody. It's about giving them an actual diagnosis saying this will work, but you got to give it time.
Yeah, we've got that with sprints again for any high output session. Just a sprints version. I follow quite a few S&C coaches, and some of them are really anti-run, and some are really pro-run, depending on what type of run, depending on what type of level you're at. But again, same with that, mate. So I'm a bit of a victim of it, to be honest, because there's, like, you'll do 3 maximal sprints, 30 seconds, but then we'll do alactic sprints, which will be like a 8 to 12 second burst where you're basically not taking a breath in. You one pull power one with 45 seconds steady, or we'll do 20 on, 40 steady.
Yeah.
And these will all be assault bike or skier, and then they'll be, but you've got to get your hills in. So the hills have got to be X amount of seconds. Oh yeah, but then you've got to do your 400 metre run, and you're like, how could I possibly do all that together? But they're all good. So exactly what you're saying is it's all right, but it's what works. If you're not the strongest runner, you can do it on the air bikes, no problem. If you prefer to get out and run, and it's all just, obviously the different parts of the camp, the right time to do them as well. They'll start longer, and as you get to the fight, you'll be doing the 8 to 12s a lot more often, a lot more explosive. But
I think if you look at it like from a point of view of if one thing worked for the world, like look at UFC, they'd all have the same coach. They'd all have the same strength and conditioning guy that goes, right, who's going to do this? Everyone else does it. And same personal trainer that runs 20,000 people. It's not about the fact that each personal trainer's got good qualities and bad qualities. Knowledge levels are different. But they'll have their own way of doing things and explaining things. So the reason why you've got clients who like, it's not really about, I like this person because they know the most. It's because they explain it in a way that works best, and their mythology works well. And that's where you run into some points. So a lot of personal trainers might find out in their career some people don't want to work with them. It's not because they're a bad personal trainer, it's because you don't mix your information's right, but your delivery might not be for them. And social media is going to fuck you up because you're going to have people on there telling that your process is wrong.
On the social media part, right, what's worse? Right, so skinny kid showing you, stop doing the old school thing, and that's not how you grow your delts. Try this exercise instead, and there's a little twig. Right, bad. Hard to get on board with that. Or people putting videos of professional athletes, UFC fighters, pro boxers ripping into their strength and conditioning program.
Oh,
this is just coming straight off the top of my head.
From what triggers me, in terms of what triggers me, probably the latter. Because you're talking about elite athletes. Like, which one did I see the other day? Someone talking about, when I had the All's exercise, he was doing it. and he says his arm's not wide enough on the incline bench. It's like, brother, you did a 500 kg deadlift.
Yeah.
So what? What are you talking about? And then, same thing with the first one with the skinny kids and stuff like that. It's like
I appreciate that one because you've got to start somewhere, but also it's probably not the right time to be selling it.
If you're doing this, you're wasting your time. Like, why don't
trying
you
to reinvent the wheel?
Why don't you do it for a long time and try and actually get a result?
Unfortunately, if you're selling that, you've got to be the product, haven't you? I don't care what anyone says. Even when I was younger and I was doing that, I was always in some form of shape to look like I knew what I was talking about. So some of them, So again, that's just one of the other sides of social media. The biggest pet hate for me is, and fighters are doing it to everybody now as a wind up. So they won't go on the profile and they'll put day 7 of Muay Thai, rate my skills. Bear in mind, these are European and world champions, really, but they're the back garden. And they're throwing it, and there's guys commenting saying, you need to turn your hips over more. Mate, I put a pad video out the other day, and someone commented on mine, this would not work in a fight, you're not moving your head. No. Defence in between your shots, not moving your head off centre, and no angles. It was just one set combination, like 0.1% of whatever actually happens in a fight. It was just a bit of choreography.
And when they comment
do you know what? It's my hands up, so my head had to be thrown off to the side as I was doing it, and then I had to be doing angles, and I just thought, you know, we've never had a boxing match. If you think all these things have got, you don't put an angle change on every single combination.
Do you try not to take it personal?
Yeah, sometimes I bite a little bit, depending. But it's more like I just put it back to him. I didn't say anything nasty really to him. I said, look, mate. I actually said this is like 0.1% of what's going to happen in a fight. These are small sections and percentages of what we need. Sometimes my head will be on centre, sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'll be in a higher guard than a looser guard. Sometimes I'll create an angle. And it completely depends. And boxing, you know, people don't realise boxing is just so reactive. Like you said, all these pads and combinations. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's completely reactive, and you're not telling that person when they're going to throw back at you. Yeah. So as I throw a jab, he could throw a jab at the same time.
Yep.
Unavoidable sometimes. You can't block. I could block here, he could hit me in body, he should set up, lower your elbow, right, lower my elbow, right, and he's caught me one straight through the middle, close your elbows, right, close my elbows, get it right side, pull your arms back right side, right, get it up, like, it's impossible to, like...
Yeah.
And that's what people don't see, like, it's, again, like I said, it's fucking chaos.
It's a complicated...
It's crazy, you cannot block everything while you're throwing at the same time, creating yourself different opportunities, the mental side on top of that, it's the game of chess on top, so... I'm throwing a feint, knowing I'm going to put the jab after it. So he might know I'm doing that, and then I know he knows I'm doing that. Yeah, and it's like a cat and mouse thing, and you're always trying to catch each other out. I've hit him with a jab to the stomach. Right, next time, I know he knows when I put a jab to the stomach, I'm going to come over it cross. Yeah. But I know he's looking for that, so I'm going to fake it to the body, and then and it's like all that's going on at the same time. I've got to have my hands up for my head off centre for all the shots and doing angles on every shots.
Yeah.
It's that's how you know they're not boxed.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with people having access to a fucking phone, because some are retards. And give me retards phone. Sorry, I don't mean to say retards. I'm just saying.
Sorry, say what one on these.
But we'll bleep it out. It's our show.
I think we can say what we want, man. It's all right.
But when you give certain people phones who want to go out on the internet and find these guys like yourself and make a comment like that, it's not constructive. It's basically saying, I know what I'm doing, but I've got nothing to show for it. Right, and this is like
it's just like when people watch them on don't they, and go, "Oh, shit him," and you're like, "What?"
Yeah, right.
You're like, "What are you talking about? He's a professional fighter."
Yeah.
And like stick him in anywhere else, and he's cleaning everyone up. It's just
you know what I love the most. This is when a big fight's coming up. So we got Joshua versus Fury. Been 10 years in the making. Blah blah blah. And I've had a few conversations like, who do you think's got it? And my opinion is, I don't know, because they're both wonderful fighters. They've got fantastic attributes. Like, it's going to be a spectacle. And so I think AJ knocks him out, and I go, why?
Yeah.
Look, have you seen what he's done to all the fights? Yeah, but he's not fought Fury. It's a different...
Yeah.
And the thing is, I get people are passionate.
Absolutely, and I do like the conversation, but some it's the confidence which some people say it, like They're dead set. They put their house on it if they could, you know what I mean? Red or
he's out in 3 rounds, like.
But again, for me, that's a red or black. Like Moses of Town was fighting this weekend, didn't he?
Yeah.
Young lad.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Anyway, let's not strive off too far. But I reckon we'll go off. How's your life been looking anyway, mate? We've talked enough sports and boxing, and thank you for giving me that time, and I hope people have enjoyed listening to it. But what's happening?
Yeah, very thankful stage at the minute. Really reaping the rewards now of the work we put in. Building some great things. PT Launch Lab's doing well. Daughter's 2 next month, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Insane. I'm feeling... Privilege is the wrong word. I'm feeling very happy right now.
Blessed, brother. Blessed.
I think sometimes you live in a state of stress all the time, and all the stuff that we used to talk about is finally panning off, and things are happening, there's stuff going on. And I think the main thing about building this podcast from the start is talking about the wins. And the biggest wins for me is that we're making a career out of things we want to do. And that's what I'm very happy about. My life's very... trajectory's looking fantastic. Training's going well. I feel great. I'm sleeping better, and it's great. Like, one of the things that I take away from the most is we've been given the opportunity to be creative, and you know me. That's where I strive, being creative, building things, doing things, and working education has allowed me to do that. So yeah, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm the most stressed I've ever been. But it's all for the right reasons. So, yeah, I mean, things that are happening with PT Launch Lab now. So, upcoming things will be, we are starting to look at expanding our network. So, the whole thing with the mentorship is that we don't want to say to you that we're going to provide something without giving you expert knowledge. And we are all experts in our own way, but we're bringing in teams of people from different areas who are going to offer you different things. So, one that is happening very soon, we're working with a coach called Jay. He's a fitness business accountant. So, he'll be offering both our current learners and new learners advice on building an account, stuff like that, which is fantastic. Social media experts are coming in. We've got another live scheduled, which I will say the live that happened last time actually didn't end up live. Yeah. It's just a podcast, but awesome. We're living and learning. That's the important part about it. That's coming up. More lives are coming up. More seminars are coming up. Yeah, more good things, man. Good,
mate. And like we've just said just before we hit record, is I'm ready to start getting some guests on now. I do really enjoy it. I don't think I'll ever not enjoy doing podcasts and just sitting and having conversations. It is awesome. And I think it's one of them things. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, but I'm going to start getting some guests on again and send some messages out. And anyone who's watching it, if you want to come on, just have a chat. Like, if there's anything you think that people might find interesting, open it up for fighters or for competitors in bodybuilding, where anything that relevant to the fitness industry or any story really. I'd be quite happy to
always happy
to sit and have a chat.
Yeah.
But I think
we didn't decorate this room for nothing. So
yeah, that was a weird thing, wasn't it? It was just a decorated room at a time when I'd lost all concentration. So yeah, apologies for that, mate. But you've done a right job.
We'll get there, mate. We're all good. Everyone's building towards something. Yeah. And we're looking forward to seeing you get that 2-0 in October. We're really keeping a close eye on you. I'm hoping you keep the tash. It's looking really well. I'll be very upset if it disappears now. I'm riding a lot of my patience on it.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Please like and subscribe.